In this video we're going to be discussing cloning from the K&G P150S model to other King radios. Now, the cloning cable that we're going to be using, typically referred to as an octopus cable. It has the transmitting end for K&G radios, and it also has the receiving end, which is for either K&G model radios or the older legacy style King radios that we're all used to. Now, to start with, we're going to put the tab into the radio and we'll screw it in. Not too tight, just a little bit, just finger tight. Sometimes it can be a little tricky getting it in there, so you have to wiggle it around. We'll leave that right there. The old DPH radio, we'll hook it up exactly like we used to hook up the old cloning cables. Just stick it into the side. Now, keep in mind that 1 through 14, the zones 1 through 14 on the Roseburg district have been blocked out from cloning, so groups 15 and higher are able to clone into for incidents if you go on a fire or other incident. So what we're going to do is we'll go to Menu, go to Cloning, Enter. Now you have different options. You have Active Zone, Zone 2 Zone, and Entire Radio. Now from the K&G to an older legacy model or the K&G standard, you can only clone active zones. That means the zone that you're in here will clone into the zone that this radio is in. For cloning to other K&G S models, you can choose the zone from here that you want to clone to and the zone here that it receives, and you can do the entire radio, which will clone all the information in this radio over to another model. But it will not work, again, with the older models. So we're going to go to Active Zone, and we just push Enter and give it a minute, and we'll say Active Zone successfully cloned. Now again, if we're in zones 1 through 14, and we'll go to zone 14, or if there's a problem with the cloning that you're doing, you're going to push Enter and you will see a notification that says clone failed. And that's why, because we have it blocked out on our district for cloning. Now, we also have a K&G P150 model, the standard. So what we're going to do is we're going to hook into this radio. Again, push the tab in, screw it in just a little bit. We're going to turn it on. Now, the standard model is a little bit different. You'll go to Menu, you go to Cloning. Now, if you want to receive a clone for the K&G standard model, you have to go into the cloning and you have to go to Next, Enter Destination Clone. Now that will tell this radio that it wants to be cloned. So again, we're going to have to go to Group 15, Menu, Cloning, and then Enter Destination Clone. Enter. It will say Destination Clone Mode Waiting. We'll go back to this. Again, we can only do Active Zone, and cloning successfully cloned. Now the standard models will stay like this momentarily, and then you'll see it power off and come back on, and there you go in zone 15. And that's cloning for your new K&G radios.